Hey, Katie here, and recently I made some Mickey Mouse chocolate apples. Wanted to make a really small batch just for us at home and one for the neighbor. So I only used 6 apples, and these are the ingredients that I used to make the apples. I found everything at Walmart. I did pick the more expensive melting chocolate and was glad that I did that. It had much better flavor. I had some cake pop sticks that I used to stick into the apples. I did take the core off, which helped get that stick in there. And I did find that these twisted pretzels were not a good option. They got soggy. They were a little bit too big, so pretzel sticks would be a better option. We already had these in the cupboard, so that's what I used, but they just got really soggy, so I would not recommend it. And I used a toothpick to bore out a hole for those pretzels to go into, which helped out a lot. You can see here where I'm boring that hole out, giving the pretzel a spot to go, and then I just push the marshmallow on top. Had my chocolate melting over in the microwave. You're supposed to melt chocolate slowly so that you don't burn the sugar. And I just melted mine in a 2-cup Pyrex measuring cup. Since I'm doing such a small batch and I don't have really the proper tools to be doing something like this, I just used a Corelle cereal bowl for my colored sugar and the Pyrex, and that seemed to work out okay. The first apple that I covered with chocolate was kind of a hot mess, so you'll see here I'm dipping the second to last apple. And I found some tips to share with you guys. I covered the marshmallows with chocolate first. The apple gets really heavy once you have all of that chocolate on there. So I didn't like having to tip it and twist it and all that kind of stuff on that stick. Was trying to use such a small amount of chocolate. If I had a big vat of chocolate just to dip it in, that would have given me much prettier results, a more even chocolate coating. But since I was working with such a small amount of chocolate, I found this to work out the best. And my sugar really didn't turn out the best either because I was working with such a small bowl and such a small amount of colored sugar for the red on the apple to kind of make Mickey's shorts. My sugar lines didn't turn out the prettiest either. They're quite uneven. Again, if I had a bigger amount of it, that would have been a lot easier to do, but this worked for me. I'm just missing Disney with not being able to travel because of COVID and quarantine and all of that other stuff. We figure it's safer just to stick around home, so we haven't been traveling, and I'm really missing my Disney trip this year. So I did this just to cheer up a little bit, and it did help lift my spirits. I used yellow M&Ms to stick on there. Make sure that your chocolate is wet when you stick them on, so it kind of works as glue. And then I served them to me, myself, and I on my Mickey plate. Alright, so Cole helped me eat them, and I took one to the neighbor. So they were super yummy. I loved how the chocolate dipped marshmallows tasted. That was my favorite part of these. Thanks for watching.